Founded We Time 7 years ago, and I was working in the finance industry, but when I became a father and I have 3 children, I started to read about the future, and I practically discovered the climate crisis and became so shocked that the knowledge about how severe and acute the situation was not common knowledge in business and the finance sector. The tipping point to do something about it and dedicate my career was actually when Donald Trump won the US election. That day it became so clear to me that our world leaders will not solve the climate crisis for us. And it's not just Donald Trump. I wanted to use my skills in communication, but instead of communicating about a pension fund, we are communicating about the climate. So We Time was started the day after Donald Trump won the US election. Today we are the world's largest media platform for climate action, and our mission is to democratize knowledge about climate solutions and mobilize enough people around a prosperous and fossil-free future. A lot of companies and leaders that are talking about, we are so green, we are doing that and that. And I mean, many are. And there's absolutely companies that are doing a lot, and they deserve a lot of credit for that. So that is something you can read about the We Time, who's actually doing it. But on the same time, there's also a lot of companies, and especially in finance industry, that try to talk themselves green, saying that we are so good at investing in ESG, environment and social, etc., etc. But when you look at how they invest themselves, they're heavily invested in fossil fuel. That doesn't make sense. We need to focus on the solutions. We need to scale the solutions. On the same time, we also need to stop doing what's wrong. Very simple action that everyone can do is to move the money. And what I mean with that is that most financial companies today, they're still investing in fossil fuel. So what an individual can do, and also a business can do, is to move the money, identify if they have the cash savings, the pension savings, etc. If they are still investing in a bank that are lending it to the fossil fuel, they can move it to the bank that are not doing it. It's more and more banks and financial institutions that are not doing it. And by doing this, we're not just defund the fossil fuel industry working against the climate movement and the green transition. We are giving the money, we're investing the money in the green transition, and that's where it's needed. So what we are going to launch in just 1 or 2 weeks is that we are having data about all those financial institutions, over 10,000 banks and pension asset managers globally. You will be able to look them up on We Time and see how much money they are still investing in fossil fuel, because you can talk a lot, but numbers don't lie. We're in deep shit. This is a serious situation. It's so many things moving in the wrong direction. On the other hand, it's so many things moving in the right direction. And I'm absolutely convinced that we will solve the climate crisis. We will make this happen. But it will not happen by itself. We need to mobilize more people behind it. So I'm absolutely optimistic. And I believe the best way to mobilize people is not to say that we're not going to make it. It's the opposite. It's going to say that we're going to make it, but we need to do more than just saying it. We need to start doing it. And when people doing it, that is what gave me the hope.
Maybe the elephant in the room is fossil fuels are still hugely profitable, not to society, but to the companies that make money with it, right? Why would they want to do anything else at the moment? And how can we make it not profitable anymore?
I mean, I disagree. If fossil fuel would be profitable, why do we need this subsidy? An industry that needs $7 trillion in subsidies is not profitable. The normal industry doesn't receive a lot of subsidies. It's profitable without subsidies. So fossil fuel industry is a losing industry. Stop subsidizing. I mean, we don't have time to wait, so we need to do what we can. And I would like to ask all of you here, how many here knows that you're not investing in fossil fuel? 2 hands in an audience of like 2, 5, 10 hands in an audience of 200 people. I mean, let's start moving the money. It's simple. Everyone can do it.